going straight to the top of Billboard, yeah.
Edit play style, power hand, and I will use the bell shank. It tells you how many more hits of kick you'll do. It's not personal, drummers, okay? Songwriters, we have a vision. We have clarity, some of us. What's up, guys? It's Yusuf. Today I'm going to do a little music production tutorial for you. Just want to show you guys how I produce my music step by step. So this will be a music production series of tutorials, and we're going to start with drum programming, which is always the first step of any great track. This is exactly how I do my own tracks for my own music, and I just wanted to show you guys part of the process. Maybe you'll learn something, maybe it'll be entertaining. So the first step is you got to have some kind of idea. You have to kind of go into it with, something. So I kind of came up with a little guitar part, And then the bridge or chorus might be. The next step is really just to get the rhythm, to get some drums or percussion or whatever you're using for drums. I personally use Superior Drummer 3, which is one of the latest Superior Drummer applications that they've come out with. And I used to use live drummers, and honestly, drummers are just not consistent enough. But no, seriously, also the Superior Drummer 3, it just lets me get right into the beat. Any kind of weird little fill or thing I want to do, I can just program it down to the nth degree. So the first step is to just go ahead and get a tempo. So this is a site I use. Click here, and I just kind of got a, it's like, so I'm about like 80. So, that's probably a good place to start. Here I use Superior Drummer 3. This is a great software for programming drums. The first thing I do is I always use this kit. I don't know why. I just tend to like the sound of it. It has all these presets you see, tight, dry, or whatever. I don't know. George Massenburg, I guess he's a producer. I use that Iodi kit. I like the kick and snare on there. Anyways, so the next thing I'll do is I'll put the tempo in. We said 80, so this is probably going to be in 4/4. So the next thing I'll do is I'll right-click and I'll add an empty MIDI block, which is basically, that's the way I compose this. I basically build the song up like this and arrange the drums like so, and then I'll put the guitar. Usually a song is written primarily on the guitar or the piano. Some people write on bass, some people write out of their head. For me, it always starts with the guitar or piano. I think a lot of songwriters are like that. Next, I'll go in the grid editor, and I will add 4 hi-hat clicks. There are many other Superior Drummer tutorials out there. This is not an all-inclusive Superior Drummer 3 tutorial. The point of this is to show you how I use it to get you inspired and to lift the curtain a little. So here I'm I'm basically, what am I doing? I don't want them to be too loud, but I also don't want them to all sound the same, so I'm randomizing them a little. Maybe I'll bring that one up. So this is just like a 4 count in. So 2, 4. Okay, maybe I'll bring the volume up a little bit. 3, 4, 2, and then we're gonna have our grooves. And some people say, "Oh, you can't beat the sound of a real drummer." Okay, that's true, but do you have a room to record that amazing drummer in? Do you have all the mics and everything perfect? Honestly, if you do this right, you can't even tell the difference. You'll see by the end of the track. You won't know it's a virtual drummer, because these are loops. I'm going right now. I'm looking for loops. These are played by real people. So what I do is I just take the loops and then I just program them. I just tweak things here and there, the fills to my taste. And let's see. I don't know. 80 maybe is a little slow. Maybe let's bump it up to 85 based on what I just heard. Let's hear that basic pop rock. Sounds pretty good.
Oh.
Already we got a song right there. Okay, I kind of like like that. Okay, let's just go with that. I'm not gonna. Usually, I will take a long time to pick out this is. I haven't written this song. This is just an idea I came up with 5 minutes ago. Usually, I will take a long time to go through and find the perfect loop that matches the song that I wrote, and try to find the groove to match to that. I think you could buy extra drum packages, which I intend to one day, although I haven't needed to so far. What it comes with is good enough. So there's that, and let's say that let's copy that. You can copy paste just like anything else. I'm gonna make my intro a different color just so that I know it's intro. So there's our beginning of our song. So I like that. So that's going to repeat. We're going to do that groove for 16 bars. And now let's see. They have a real cool song creator thing, which I use quite a lot. You basically can you have a tap to find too, which is you can, you tap in a beat and it'll give you different beats that kind of, sound like that. But anyways, I already found my beat. So what I'll do is I'll go to the song creator, and I can drop the MIDI right there. And you can drop it from, if you have an drum kit, you can be playing your drum kit and making your own beats, recording them into this as MIDI. These are all MIDI beats. This is not audio. And you can play your electronic drum kit into the program, and it will take your beat and find other beats similar to it, or you could just play it directly into it. So let's see what chorus it comes with. Chorus. See, this is why I tend to customize my own. You know what? Let's just go back to the. Sometimes this is the longest process, is getting the drums down, and once I get the drums in, then everything else is like butter. So let's take off the tap to find, and let's go back into our pop rock and find a chord. Let's just go with chorus one. Let's see what it sounds like. I was thinking with a bell though. See, this says ride. Well, you can make it a bell. Let's see. If you go over here to edit play style, power hand, and I will use the bell shank. It's good, but I want to spice it up. I want a little more kick. So this tells you how many more hits of kick you'll do. By the time you tweak these knobs, it becomes pretty unique. You can change the velocity even too. A little more snare. Almost there. I want to spend a lot of time on this part because the beat defines the whole song in a way. Let's see if we can get some other beat going. Let's see. Trial and error. This is what I do. I take the part I had in mind and just play it to different. What I'll usually do is I'll usually lay them all out like that. I was trying to do this fast for you guys, but I guess we're showing the creative process. So the next videos in the series will be recording acoustic guitar, recording piano, recording vocals. So it's intended to be like a series that shows you the making of a song in all its mundane glory. Interesting, but not quite. Let's see. It has some cool elements in it. These cymbals. There's too many cymbals in these thingies. Okay, let's see. I like that one, except for the cymbal, and so I can work with that. And what I'm basically going to do, that's good. This is how I actually make songs. I thought I would make more of a cookie cutter song for you guys, but this is closer to this is closer to the actual process. If you see my actual beats, they're like totally sliced up. They look, it's like totally choppy, and I've come in here and do a bunch of stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that single hit and just move it over. I don't like it playing on the and before. I want it playing directly on the beat. Okay, so let's hear it now. Lead in. Yeah, more like it. Now what we'll do, this is a little cut tool. I used a hotkey, and then I'm going back to the selector tool. So on here, you know what? Let's undo that. Let's just make the whole thing. Let's make the whole thing belching. I feel kind of like Bob Ross is like making music with Yusuf Ross. Yeah, that's what I had in mind. Something like that. I don't know. I'm making the song up as I go. Okay. So we have our two parts, and in an actual song, you might have 3 parts, 4 parts. You might have verse, chorus, bridge, solo, whatever. We're gonna keep this a little bit simple. This is nice. I can zoom out with you can't see it, but the little trackpad and anyways. There's a lot of little tricks you pick up in this Superior Drummer 3 software. Music production software. On your laptop. Laptop music production, baby. Okay. So that's going to be excessive. So let's, I don't know, let's maybe shorten this up. This might not be a full song. Let's see. Maybe I'll get inspired, do a bridge or something. That's like the intro.
Baby, don't you wanna? Baby, oh yeah. Kinda sounds like a Tom Petty song. Going straight to the top of Billboard, yeah.
As you can see, I have no lyrics. This is how I write. Okay, I wanted to add that. I do this when I write. A lot of people write in 4s monotonously, I think. I just tend to I'll throw an extra, like, you see this is 8 bars. I'll throw a 9th bar in there unconsciously. Like, I sometimes I'll, like, even throw extra beat in there. I'll throw, like, a 5/4 John Lennon kind of thing. Let's add the crash. Let's add a crash and a 4. See, you get inspired. You get into it, Your first time might not be as easy. I've done this, 50 times now. But I don't know what I did without this. This is how I would used to just sit around with the drummer and do this, and like this is way faster than the drummer, and it's always repeatable, and I don't have to like buy him a beer or something. No, I've had a lot of great drummers I've worked with, but just they don't always get like your vision, unless you're working with someone who's like super pro, and then they're like super busy. They don't have time to get into your vision unless you pay them a lot. I don't have that kind of money. I don't make much money off of music. I do it for love. Let me go ahead and save this, actually. Let's call it Untitled for now. Come up with some fill for that area later, maybe piano fill, maybe, I don't know, who knows. Okay. And that's it. Copy that over, and we got ourselves a song. Let's see, maybe we got a nice little bridge. Let's see what we got for a bridge. I don't know what do I got. That's a good bridge part. We'll see what we can do with that. Tacky. I like it. It's just too much kick. Let's see if we can bring the kick down. Too busy in the kick. How low can you go, kick? That's nice. Yeah. Let's call that the bridge. Okay, let's keep it 8 bars, and then let's go back to our verse chorus. And a lot of time what I'll do is I'll do a breakdown on the verse. So this track might evolve as we record it. The drum track might change around the song to suit it. We'll see. I don't usually write like this particularly. In fact, I usually have like the whole song fleshed out like this, exactly. Like I'll spend a lot of hours, days writing the arrangement and getting a song before I even come to the drum program. But I wanted to do something a little more spontaneous, just switch up my writing style, and also just to make it fun for you guys, so you can see that you can make music pretty quick. Of course, it only took me 20 minutes, but took me 20 years to get the guitar level up to the point. Anyways, see, the other good thing about this is, if you told your drummer that live, hey man, hey bro, a little less kick, come on, people take that stuff personally. And it's not personal, drummers, okay? Songwriters, we have a vision. We have clarity, some of us. The better amongst us. Not that I'm one of such. So, we have songwriters tend to be, have a real clear vision for what we want. And don't get in the way of that, guys. Drummers, don't see this as like, oh, I'm replacing you. See this as like, how can I be a better drummer that that I can play to the song. One of the best drummers I worked with, William Mapp, is this kid in Seattle. I guess he's not a kid. He was a kid then. He's a great drummer. He wasn't, who's that guy? He wasn't Buddy Rich, but I didn't need Buddy Rich, but he always played exactly to the song, and I'm not in Seattle, so I wouldn't be using this if I was in Seattle. I would be calling him like, come on, bro, come over and let's record some tracks in the studio. Songwriters, nowadays it's all about content. It's all about putting out more music, doing something every day, and also just to keep yourself creatively inspired and do it. And it wasn't possible 10 years when I got started 10, 12 years ago in the music industry. This wasn't possible. You had to have a drummer. You had to use drum tracks or use your own programmed stuff like R&B guys. But what if you don't do R&B? What if you do acoustic music? What if you do rock music, folk music, indie music like what I do? What if you do acoustic rock? Like, so I don't know. I think a lot of people get offended at this kind of software, and this doesn't mean drummers are replaced or there's no place for drummers. It just means that we can work on the creative aspect so much better. Like if I finish this song and it's amazing and I, whatever, and I put it together, of course, the first thing on my list to do that I would want to do is put a band around it and do a gig. Like, that's the most fun. That takes money. This is free. Once I think it's $400. You buy the software. Don't hack it, guys. I don't think you can. You buy the software once and you're set. It's like, anyways, let's get back to making music. Threw that little minor in. I think that's going to be good. Let me just see if that will work again. I might get, like I said, that fill might change by the end. But anyways, and then back into the verse and chorus, and unless just at the end, let's make this a proper ending and take those 3 hi-hats off. Where did the cymbal go? Oh, got rid of it by accident. Okay. And so it will just... Yeah. Okay. It's a short song. Maybe 2-3 minutes. So anyways, this is how I usually, I just got my guitar in hand, or I'll be at the piano coming up with a song, and then I'll have the Superior drummer sitting next to me right there. Ooh, my feet fell asleep. I'm sitting here cross-legged. I'm sitting on the ground right now. Usually I'd be sitting on the couch. That's the other great thing. You got a laptop. You take the Superior Drummer 3. You could do music production just on the fly. You could be sitting in the airplane. Use your little, I don't know, what are those little mini keyboard, USB keyboard, whatever. You can now program your drums wherever, and it's just like this trial and error. You saw it's mostly just sitting there trying different things out. Just think of yourself like Bob Ross. It's like, there's no wrong beat, there's no wrong stroke on that palette. You're sitting there and you're just going through what someone else, a drummer, already played. I've programmed drums before with other software and things, and it just ends up like to quantize and really mechanical sounding. And there's a place for that music: electronic music, dubstep, hip hop, to an extent, R&B. There's a place for that kind of drum machine sound. Some type of metal, maybe acoustic, indie, folk music, indie pop music. That kind of music I like to make and listen to. Indie rock. Calls for more natural drum sounds, but doesn't mean it has to be played by a real drummer. And this is like Dylan going electric, right? It's like, not comparing myself to Bob Dylan, but I'm saying this is kind of like we're taking the drum kit electronic now. And drummers, you could play your drum kit. It's you could get some of those nice electronic drum kits, and you can record into this. It's easier than recording an acoustic drum set, and it's going to sound way better than in your garage, by the way. And you can reamp it later. And I guess the next step we'll do in the next video is to take this track and put it into Pro Tools, and we're going to make music out of it. I'm going to record some guitar. I'll show you guys how to record guitar techniques. And then we'll do bass, and we'll do a few pianos, and I'll sing some vocals on it, and maybe play some tambourines and hand claps and stuff. And this is the Beatmaker software, so I showed you this Superior Drummer 3. So if you guys like this video, go ahead and smash the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. It helps me a lot. I'm really trying to put my effort into these videos for you guys. And my wife's coming at me. I got to go put my son to sleep. So signing off.